I was surprised that there wasn't more media coverage, sports media coverage of the death of Va'aiga Tuigamala, because he's a player I distinctly remember, obviously coming over from playing for the All Blacks to play for the almighty Wigan, probably one of the last we'll see of that kind of transfer. Explosive, full of personality. I know the clips have been dragged out from the Middlesex Sevens, which are hilarious when he's pushing the Leicester player over. And I know he's not pushing
him over. He's taking him with. He's like, "You're
coming like a
me.
fly. What I'm trying to do to you here, Phil." Wonderfully talented player. Everyone who's spoken about him has said, as much as a talent he was on the field, a greater man off the field. But one of those characters who anyone who saw play either live or on TV is never going to forget.
I think he changed what a centre winger could look like in modern professional sport, because his physique was ridiculous for playing out on the wing. John Aloma would be the first person that had done that. But when Tuigamala came over, you looked at him and thought, he's just too big to be playing out wide, and yet he was as graceful as he was powerful. A wonderful exponent, and so many of the times he came up the middle of the field as well when Wigan just needed that finishing touch to a glorious move. As you say, a bit like Ali Lawatiti, a very gentle man, a man who had a huge amount of influence in that Wigan dressing room, and clearly one of the interviews that's been played a lot is the influence he had on Jason Robinson. Turned him round as a personality, gave him more purpose in his life. A very devout man. Amazing to think that he could absolutely injure anybody he wanted on the field, but off it was the complete opposite of that. He was a hugely compassionate man, did a lot of work in charities in that Wigan community, played just over 100 times in the Cherry and White, scored I think 62 tries, and in the short time he was there, won 9 trophies, and a lot of that was down to him. There have been some really heartfelt tributes, particularly of those who played with him. I think Chris Radlinski was leading that as well. But I'm sure we'll hear more as his funeral comes around. As indeed there was a second outpouring of love for Des Drummond on Monday when he was sadly laid to rest, and again beautifully done by the League club, as Johnny Whiteley was with Hull. So a wonderful player, a player who, whether you supported Wigan or not, and whether they were overly dominant or not in that period, you wanted to see him play. You wanted to see him destroy somebody. And as you say, that abiding memory of going the length of the field at the Middlesex Sevens with a Leicester player hanging onto his forearm, and I'm not even sure he was trying to shake him off. He just went, "If you want to stay there, you can, but you're coming with." Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
One of the best things about that Middlesex Sevens, apart from Wigan winning it, obviously, is how Sean Edwards gets annoyed with the team taking the mickey out of the other teams. He must have known what was coming up for him. Inga the Winger, of course, but as you say, played in the centres at Wigan because there's Jason Robinson and Martin Afire, who were quite good as well on the wing.
So they could play a bit.
Just stockpiling talent, Wigan. I don't know, but a player will never be forgotten, certainly. As you say, only played 100 games, but just had such an impact.